Well, glad to know you could join us on Sports Today. Of course, another day to talk sports on TV. Thank you very much for joining us on Sports Today. My name is Ike Moke. A whole lot to talk about in the world of sports. Is the dynamic sphere of life, and we'll look into it. We'll continue to make inroads into water. Of course, I put our mind, body, and soul together, and this is what Sports Today is all about. Well, today on the show, matches in the Nigeria Professional Football League, Match Day 6 actions today. We'll tell you at the different match centers what's going to go down today. We'll also be telling you about the big one coming up early next month, February to be precise. It's a 90 wrestlers, of course, will be participating in the African Wrestling Championship, and Port Harcourt at the Garden City will be hosting that one, and a lot of our countries in the African continent will be converging in Port Harcourt for the big one. We'll also be telling you about the situation of Brown Ideye and Ahmed Musa. Ahmed Musa going back to CSK Moscow, Brown Ideye returning back, and also we'll tell you about Antonio Jade World Cup is already in the fray, and a whole lot of them want to get going to make the 23-man list for the World Cup. We'll talk about that and lots more on Sports Today. I've been joined in the house today by another sports analyst, Obina. He joins us on the show this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Once again, time to talk sports. Another opportunity to look through what's been happening around the world of sport. Congratulations to the likes of the Roger Federer and even some other persons who have really made a name for them on through the past week, launching into the new week in the world of sports.
Into the world of sports. Now to the main event. Let's start with matches in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Match Day 6 is upon us. It's this Wednesday. Action lined up. We'll tell you where it's happening at the different match centers. We'll put up the fixtures right now on your screen and tell you how Enyimba International will be playing. Also be telling you about Kwara United, Rivers United, and the teams that will be playing in Newi. There's also a big match coming up. FC Fanyuba set to take on Akwa United in matches in the Nigeria Professional Football League today. Let's talk about that. FC Fanyuba, Akwa United. What a match today here. Two teams out there who know their capabilities. One is at the top of the log right now, 12 points, having played 5 matches, and the other is 12th on the log. That's the host team today. What are we expecting at the fortress of football excellence, as it is being called?
We're expecting good sense of sportsmanship, no doubt about that. Two teams that are pairing up against themselves that really played good football all through the past season. Akwa United, 2-time winners of the Ete Cup within the past 3 seasons. FC Fanyuba, winner of the Ete Cup in 2016. Last time they met at the FC Fanyuba International Stadium in Newi, it was a 3-0 win, or like 2-0 win for FC Fanyuba over Akwa United. But right now, Akwa United is basking in the euphoria of having done a good job so far this season, as you might say. And right now, the service of Victor Mboma, who was with Remo Stars last season, is beginning to pay off. He's beginning to score goals.
On the scorer sheet on the log. I think he has increased this right now.
He scored in the past match that they played. And for Godwin Obaje, who is still injured, that will still probably miss this game ahead of the maybe next features for the weekend. I think it would have been a better team if he was around. But then they have to make do with the service of the likes of Chijioke Alakwe, Seka Pascal, who have really been playing so well for the team ever since Ladon Boso took charge of the side when he made the move from El Kanemi Ross to come to Navy to come coach the team. So right now, FC Fanyuba will have to bounce all the numerous defeats they've actually suffered away from home in the hands of Niger Tornadoes,
against MFM
and Wiki Tories,
the other one in
Lagos. 2 wins at home. It's not going to be a situation where FC Fanyuba will have to rely so much on a win-win thing at home and a loss away from home. They have to pick up points at home, engineer more points away from home if they have to replicate the form of 2016 when they finished first position. For Akwa United, good side, you must say. The services of Abdul Maikaba, who is also serving as a technical advisor in one of the junior cadre in the NFF right now, is also beginning to give him more experience.
Technical committee
of the NFF, you see now. So for Ladon Boso, it's going to be 2 managers who really know themselves so well. Managers who really know the tactics and the technique of being a manager at the highest level. So we expect to see the best of football.
Expect to see the best of football. Those are one of the key matches are coming up today in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Match Day 6. So, of course, I will move away from that. Let's talk about wrestling. The big one is happening. It's coming up in Port Harcourt, 7th to 11th of February. That's next month. We expect 90 wrestlers from Nigeria to participate in that one. And top on the list is Deni Adekuroye, of course, will be participating. Of course, you know, she is the world silver medalist and the 2014 Commonwealth champion Odunaya Adekuroye, and also 7-time African champion Blessing Oborodudu. Aminata Deni will also be there, and of course, our own Ifeoma Nwoye, Bose Daniel, and not forgetting Amasa Daniel on the male category. We expect big one coming up in Port Harcourt as regards the wrestling in Nigeria, and it's a dress rehearsal, I must have to say, for the big one coming up later this year, August to be precise. 90 wrestlers getting ready for that one. Daniel Igale, of course, leaving no stones unturned to make sure that we become champion by the virtue of the fact that we have the hosting rights and exclusive preserve for that championship coming up later this early in the first quarter of 2018. Away from that, let's talk about Ahmed Musa. Yes, Ahmed Musa has a jersey number 7 right now. He's going to play for CSK Moscow. Previously, he once played for CSK Moscow. Then he was wearing the jersey number 18. Then 5 goals he scored, 50 goals I'm meant to say he scored in 5 seasons while playing for CSK Moscow. And Leicester City is not getting the game he wanted this season. Just one appearance in the Carabao Cup against Sheffield United, and the World Cup is upon us. He wants to get a shirt in the World Cup. Brown Ideye has also done the same thing right now. I will tell you that Brown Ideye has moved on now from Tianji Teda to the Spanish club Malaga. Antonio Ja has also moved from Leondane FC, and now he has returned to the German Bundesliga, where he will be playing. They are all looking for a shirt, and I tell you, when the World Cup year is here, all the players try to do their best to get into the mix to see if they can get into the 23-man list for the World Cup. Genotro is already beginning to compile his list that he's looking at the chart right now, and we are hearing that players like Ikechukwu Ezenwa may just have automatic slot into the team. Brown Ideye, Ahmed Musa right now in the news now for the right reasons. The World Cup is upon us. They're all making a move from China. Does it mean that Chinese league is not where you want to get the best of football?
You have the best of football there to an extent. Odion Judy Gallo is still there. John Obi Mikel is still there. Obafemi Akinwumi Martins, weapon of mass destruction, is still there. But for Brown Ideye, it's been more of a roller coaster year for him in China ever since he made a move to that place.
Could this move is making be as a result of the fact that the last time he played for the Super Eagles was October 2016?
Yes, that was when they got a 2-1 win over the Zambians in Ndola. And right now he's looking for a chance to see whether he could be included in the squad, because when you look at what's happening now, Ahmed Musa making a move to CSK Moscow, everyone wants to get a chance to play for the team. So when you look at the starting 11 of Genotro, most likely Odion Judy Gallo could be starting, probably starting Alexi Iwobi, and maybe Moses Simon of Ghent, who is unfortunately injured right now, but could be recovering very soon.
Also be a place for Mikel Ago in the team.
For Mikel Ago in the team, who is scoring week in and week out for Baraspor. Joel Obi of Torino is beginning to score for Torino. It's the World Cup year, so you need a chance. Isaac Sosson also wants to make a move, although this is the transfer deadline day. So let's see where he's going to be remaining at Watford, where he's not getting more playing time. But for Ahmed Musa, right move for him to CSK Moscow, right move for Brown Ideye. We wish all the teams all the best, even the home base teams away in the champ tournament, and the ones playing in the NPFL right now. John Otro wants to give every team, every player a chance to produce the talents that they have in this country.
We'll be watching out for that, and we'll keep you posted on the developments as regards preparation for the World Cup. Let's talk about the CAF eligibility rules right now for CHAN. It's beginning to cause some uproar right now, some disturbances now, and CAF is set to assess the CHAN eligibility rules now. Some players are playing in the CHAN right now, happening in Morocco, about engineering a move away from their club right now. You talk about players like Ben Chaki, who play for Wydad Casablanca, the African champions. He may just be moving to Saudi Arabia for Al Ali Riyadh right now, and CAF president is not finding this funny that players that are participating in CHAN are trying to engineer a move right now. And you know the transfer window comes to a crescendo today, being January 31. We'll be watching out for that. So the rules will be looked at. And finally on the show, let's talk about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. We hear that Borussia Dortmund has agreed a £55.5 million a deal for him to move over to the Emirates Stadium. But right now, let's talk about that man. Looks like he may not be making that move very quickly, unless Olivier Giroud moves over to the other side, or Batshuayi move from Chelsea to Dortmund. Right now, Aubameyang, we're talking about his move. That move may not happen unless it is being done that, of course, Dortmund will get a replacement for him.
I think all three teams are bent on having a change of players and bringing in new players. So most likely, it could still take on to 11 p.m. today. And more reason why it could materialize simply because Aubameyang is unstable at Borussia Dortmund. For Chelsea, Michy Batshuayi not getting much of the goals, sometimes being left on the bench, even when Alvaro Morata is not being named in the squad. Olivier Giroud playing all season behind Alexander Lacazette,
who even being linked with
him, maybe just to play him behind Alvaro Morata or maybe as a substitute, but most likely the deal could materialize. But then if it ends up with the same issue of the David De Gea, when the paperwork failed to get to the embassies early enough, then the three of them get to remain in their respective clubs and then play until the summer and then get to maybe make a better move in the summer.
Yeah, and I said Wenger is actually looking to get him as a replacement for Alexis Sanchez, who just completed his move to Manchester United. And we hear that he's going to pocket £280,000 a week, a £55.5 million deal. We'll watch out for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the Gabon international. He could be moving to the Emirates Stadium. We'll keep you posted on the development. And before we wind off on the show, let's give you some of the results of matches that played yesterday. What a disappointing day out there in Wales for Arsenal, losing by 3-1. You have to say, for Arsenal, and despite the fact that Henrik Mkhitaryan, who signed for Manchester United, was also in the team, it's not so rosy for Arsenal right now. They just have to find a way to come back and rally round and get it right at this very point in time. And that's just it for sports today. Thank you very much for being part of it. Obinna, thank you very much for being on the show this morning.
Thank you very much, Ike, and everyone. Do catch up with the NPFL matches.
Catch up with the NPFL matches, of course, and join us again on Friday. Sport is life, it never stops, and so do we. Good morning, and keep on sporting.